U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. professionals, U.S. franchise owners, and also self-employed. You can stop paying federal and state income taxes legally with the Spendthrift Trust. It's legal. It's in the IRS tax code 643B. So few people have ever heard about this. This is why I do these videos. Today's example is an architect in New Mexico. He had seen one of my videos and he wanted to see how much he and his wife could save. He's in the 35% tax code, and we used his numbers, and what we were able to save him was $150,978 in 2026. This includes, for the full year, in federal income taxes of $126,538. New Mexico state income taxes is an additional $24,440. For the full year, he's going to save $150,978. He does pay his taxes quarterly, so for the next 2 quarters, he would save $37,744 in the third quarter, $37,744 in the fourth quarter. This is his money to put back into his business, to pay off his mortgage, to buy a new vehicle, take his family on a well-deserved vacation. He has 1 child in college, a second child who will graduate at the end of this year, pay for a college education, give to his favorite charity, or save for retirement. With this trust, he's going to keep his information completely private. It's an irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor spendthrift trust. When he starts this trust, he's going to have someone who will never be a beneficiary, who will never be a trustee, sign up to be the settler or the grantor of the trust. It makes it completely private. And number 3, talking about all lawsuits. All lawsuits become frivolous and go away. Can't stop him from being sued, but it could save him thousands of dollars. And number 4, he told me he's 55 years old. His wife is 56 years old, so they still have a few years. But if he continues to make so much money being an architect, when he turns 65 and gets on Medicare, it will stop the surcharge. IRMA surcharge. I have a cat who's bothering me. IRMA surcharge on parts B and D. This is legal. It's in the IRS tax code 643B. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, that famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, started the Church of England so he could divorce them instead of killing them. What a swell guy. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went back to the 12th century of the Magna Carta and said, oh, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that will turn 365 years old this year, 2026. Our country is only turning 250 years old. Our current tax structure that we're under went into effect February of 1913. The super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys, made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm known as a tax-saving champion. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. franchisee owners, U.S. professionals, and self-employed people how they can save taxes. If you're making at least $100,000 a year in 1099 income, unfortunately, W-2 income earners get their taxes taken out before they get their paychecks, but Google says 35% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle that's usually paid in 1099 income. So if you're making at least $100,000 in 1099 income, you will legally save 5 figures in taxes if you file single, head of household, married filing separately, or married filing jointly. There's 7 different layers of taxes depending on how much money you make, and that you will save both federal and state income taxes in all states. 7 states do not have state income taxes. Some of the big ones are Tennessee, South Dakota, maybe not that big, Texas, and Florida. But you will still save 5 figures in taxes. You want to find out how much you could be saving. I have a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session at www.thetrustisisyou.com/scheduling. Set up a free 30-minute conversation I will take you out to a website to show you the formula for federal taxes, and then we'll figure out how much you have to pay in your state, and I'll send you an email. It's just a consultation. If you decide you want to start the Business Spendthrift Trust, you just let me know when. I send you the contract. You make the payment either by a certified check or wire transfer. We will set up a new EIN, employee identification number, and a letter for the bank. We will make sure everything is done correctly. When you decide to start the trust, your first meeting to go over all your questions, we ask you to read the trust from page 1 to the end, write down those questions, and then you will have a training session once a week for at least a year. Most of my clients say after 2 months, hey, I get this, I don't need to do this anymore. This is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. The law firm I work on behalf of was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. He wrote 5 specific trusts to save specific taxes. The business trust is for federal and state income taxes. The beneficial trust is for investors. You'll stop paying capital gains when you sell something at a profit. You'll stop paying interest income taxes if you're a passive investor. You'll stop paying dividend income taxes if you're in the stock market. You'll stop paying rental income taxes if you're a real estate investor. And you'll stop paying royalty income taxes if you have talent or NFTs. Then there's the Mineral Rights Trust. I've only sold one of those. One of my beneficial trust clients inherited his granddad's horse farm in Oklahoma. On the horse farm, there are 6 functioning oil wells. The revenue from the oil wells goes through the Mineral Rights Trust. There's also the Charitable Trust, a 501c3 company. Many of my clients are saving so much money in taxes, they want to give back to their community. And finally, there's the Senior Trust that is for a senior who's 65 or older, who's incapacitated. Maybe they have dementia or they have had a stroke. That's a blind trust, so I don't like to talk about that very often, but some seniors have quite a bit of money that they want to not pay pay inheritance tax on. Again, if you want to find out how much you can be saving year after year, generation after generation, it's www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. It's a free consultation. You don't have to pay anything until you want to get this started on your own time schedule. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.